Hi friends, I myself, Dr. Adarsh Mangal, working as Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Engineering College Ajmer. Today we'll discuss about decision theory with a special context to decision making under risk environment. Decision making under risk. It is the process of choosing a certain alternative when the state of nature is unknown. Stochastic problems refer to the decision situations wherein the decision maker chooses from among several possible outcomes where the probability of occurrence can be stated objectively from the past data. The following criteria are used for decision making under risk. Expected monetary value, the first one. Expected opportunity loss, the second one. And the last, expected value of perfect information. Let us take some conceptual backgrounds of these three. Expected monetary value. Under conditions of risk, the most widely used decision criteria for evaluating the alternatives is the expected monetary value of the expected payoff. The expected monetary value for a given course of action is the weighted average payoff, which is the sum of payoffs for each course of action multiplied by the probabilities associated with each state of nature. It consists of the following steps. First one, construct a payoff matrix listing the alternative decisions and the various states of nature. Enter the conditional payoff for each possible combination of alternative decision and state of nature along with the associated probabilities. It will be clear in the numerical example. The steps will clear. Second, calculate EMV for each decision alternatives by multiplying the conditional payoffs by the associated probabilities. And finally, select the alternative that yields the optimal EMV. Now, expected opportunity loss. The opportunity loss has been defined to be difference between the highest possible profit for an event and the actual profit obtained from the particular action taken. In other words, EOL is the amount of payoff that is lost by not selecting the course of action that has the greatest payoff for the state of nature that actually occur. The course of action due to which EOL is minimum is recommended. It consists of following steps. Prepare a conditional profit for each course of action and state of nature along with the associated probabilities. Calculate the conditional opportunity loss values for each state of nature by subtracting each payoff from the maximum payoff for that outcome. Calculate EOL for each course of action by multiplying the probability of each state of nature with the conditional opportunity loss value and then adding the values. And finally, select the alternative that yields least EOL, expected value of perfect information. The events are usually associated with the probability of its occurrence in decision making under risk. Complete and accurate information about the future demand would remove uncertainty for the problem. With this perfect information, the decision maker would know in advance exactly about the future demand and he will be able to select a course of action that yields the desired payoff. EVPI represents the maximum amount the decision maker has to pay to get this additional information about the occurrence of various events. EVPI represents the maximum obtainable expected monetary value with perfect information as to which event will actually occur. EVPI can be stated as EVPI is equal to the highest expected profit with perfect information minus expected profit of the optimal act in the absence of perfect information. That is EPPI minus EMV. Let us take an example. A physician purchases a particular medicine on Monday of each week. The medicine must be used within the week following, otherwise it becomes worthless. The medicine costs rupees 2 per dose and the physician charges rupees 4 per dose. In the past 50 weeks, the record of uses are as follows. Dose per week and number of weeks are given to you. Calculate EMV, EOL, EVPI. Now, the cost price is rupees 2 per dose and selling price is rupees 4 per dose. Hence, the profit will be 4 minus 2, that is 2 rupees. Now, we have to make conditional profit table. But in the question, the probability data is not given. So, first of all, we have to calculate the data. What is the process? We have to add the number of weeks. Here 5 plus 15 plus 25 plus 5, that becomes 50. And probability in percentage we have to calculate. So that we have to double the data. 10, 30, 50, 10. It becomes 100. So that probability will be 10 by 100 for the 20 dose per week. That is 0.10. 30 by 100, 0.30, 50 by 100, 0.50 and 10 by 100, 0.10. Now, what is the process to make conditional profit table? F. Supply is 20 and demand is 20. So that after 20 units, the selling price is rupees 4 and profit is rupees 2. So after selling 20 units, we have profit as 40 rupees. If supply is 20 and demand is 25, so that after 20 units you will have to get 40 rupees as profit, but 5 units are still demanding by the market and we have no supply at all for that units. So 5 multiplied by 2, 10 rupees are lost because per unit cost price is rupees 2. So that the net profit will be 40 minus 10, 30. Proceeding in the similar fashion, we can find out the other elements of conditional profit table. Next, the expected value of each decision alternative is obtained by multiplying its conditional profit by associated probability and adding the resulting values. So that we are multiplying. Suppose first column is 40, 40, 40, 40 and corresponding probability is 0.1, 0.3, 0.5, 0.1. After multiplying these we have 4, 12, 24. 4, 12, 24 is the first column. We can write down other elements, other columns in the similar fashion. Now we have to add these columns. First column results 40, second 48, third 54 and fourth is 22. We are using expected monetary value criterion in which maximum is our answer. Maximum value is 54 which corresponds to 40 doses per week. Therefore, the physician should purchase 40 doses per week as to maximize the profit. Now, for EOL criterion, expected opportunity loss, we have to make opportunity loss table. Events are as under 20, 25, 40, 60. Probability is as same. Now, acts. What is the value? 0, 10, 40, 80. First column. How can you obtain? Now, from the conditional profit table. Starting table, conditional profit table. See the first row. Highest element is 40. Maximum element is 40. We have to subtract for each and every element of the first row from 40. 40 minus 40, 0. 40 minus 30, 10. 40 minus 0, 40. 40 plus 40, 80. So that 0, 10, 40, 80. Now, you can construct other rows as well in the similar fashion. Now, expected opportunity loss table can now be computed by multiplying the probability of each state of nature with the corresponding loss value and adding the results. Now, see the first column, we have 0, 10, 40, 80 and the corresponding probabilities are 0.1, 0.3, 0.5, 0.1. So that the value will be 0.1 into 0, 0, 0.3 into 10, 3, 0.5 into 4, 40, 20, 0.1 into 80, 8. So that 0, 3, 20, 8 is the first column. Rest columns can now be obtained from the similar fashion. Now we have to add the columns, the column values. First column value 31, second is 23, third is 17, and fourth one is 49. The minimum here is 17. So that it is obvious to say from expected opportunity loss table that 40 medicines should be purchased every week so as to minimize the loss. EOL is 17, which corresponds to 40 doses per week. Now, expected profit with perfect information. Events are like as 20, 25, 40, 60. Probabilities as given. Conditional profit, we have to take value from the very first table. See, in the table, first row and first column element is 40, 20, 20. Now, second row, second column, 25, 25 is 40. 40, 40 is 80, and 60, 60 is 120. These values can be carried out to make the expected profit with perfect information table. Conditional profit under certain environment means demand and supply both are equal in this case. Now, second and third column respective entries multiplied and then added. 0.10 into 40, 0.30 into 50, 0.50 into 80, 0.10 into 120. And now adding these, we have 71. This is expected profit with perfect information. Now we have to calculate EVPI. This can be written as EPPI minus EMV. This is the formula. EPPI is 71 and EMV we have obtained earlier is 54. So that 17. Now EOL is 17. So that we can conclude EVPI is equal to minimum EOL. Thanks for being with me.